Hey guys, and welcome back to another Minecraft episode. This is going to be a shorter one, similar to an episode Destinoux did a little while back when Sweetnublets, was on holiday in Thailand. I'm doing it like this because Destinoux is on holiday this time. He is in Japan. He's not in Japan. I was just talking to him about Japan. He's currently in New Zealand. He has been away for about a week. What's today? Today is Sunday. He gets back tomorrow. So that is why there was no Minecraft videos last week. He did leave that up to me, and I was hoping to get some stuff done to show everyone like he did with his big pyramid. And I've been working tirelessly to get something done, which I will show to you in this episode. Unfortunately, it's not finished. It's taken me a surprisingly long amount of time to get done, but I'll show you where I'm up to, and you guys are more than welcome to offer some suggestions and how do you think I should proceed, because I'm still mulling up what the future of it is, but we will see about that. Alright, as you'll notice, I'm level 40 because I've just been powering this build. It's over there. I'll show it to you in a sec. So I'm going to start off by addressing the question. So this was 2 weeks ago, the last Monday video, because I'm hoping to get this out on Monday. The question was, what challenges would you guys like to see us do? And the winner this week is Grayson GDL with just an insane answer. He had all these different suggestions, some real original ideas I hadn't heard of. One that he did admit to not being his, a bingo card, which I absolutely loved, and just ideas for challenges that ran over a couple of episodes, so kind of things that would be second to a primary video, and I love that just something I didn't think of and could really be implemented well. So thank you very much for that comment. Thank you everyone else for your comments, and hopefully we'll get to some challenges soon. You guys can hopefully enjoy that. I know I will. So this week's question, using the theme of Destinoux being away in, I was about to say Japan again, in New Zealand, I'm going to ask about places in the world. What is your favourite place in the world? And this doesn't have to be, if you're not someone who's been fortunate enough to travel around, it doesn't have to be somewhere you've actually been to. It can just be your image of your favourite place in the world. So let's say you've never been to France and you're a really romantic person and you've got this romantic idea of what France is like, and that is just perfect for you, then that's what I want to hear. But if you've actually been somewhere and you can say, this is my favorite place in the world, that's what I want to hear. My answer to this question, now obviously home, everyone's gonna think, not everyone, but everyone loves home to a degree. It's comfortable, it's safe, and whilst I could say home, because I can give you a bunch of reasons why I think where I live is one of the best places in the world. It's just, it's kind of close to Sydney, but it's not too close that I'm in the city, so I get that it's a nice kind of not too dead but not too busy. It's, being relatively close to Sydney. If I wanted to go into the city, I could, and I could have that city style, but it's also a 20-minute drive and I'm in the country. That's something that's really cool about this part of Australia. I'm on the coast, so I've got beautiful beaches. Australia has fantastic weather. Like, I've been to a few countries around the world, and I honestly think Australia, even with our laws and things, just one of the best places I've seen. So I'm really happy to call Australia home. But for the sake of the question, I'm gonna say Iceland. Iceland is missing a few things, but of everywhere I've been, it is the most picture perfect place. If you know how sometimes you'll see a postcard of a place and you know that the photo's been a bit edited, or they took ages to get it in the perfect lighting in the perfect spot, and it doesn't look like that while you're there when you go there. Iceland is exactly like the pictures. It is such a beautiful country. I went over Christmas, so it was winter, and there was snow, and you just find yourself, no matter where you are, whether you're in the main city, Reykjavik, which is, because it's not a very dense country, it's a really quiet city, and it's very clean and it's not a long drive. For example, at nighttime, I just got in a half an hour car, got in the car, drove for about half an hour, and then I saw the Aurora Borealis just in the sky above the road. The waterfalls were all frozen over, the glaciers, everything is just absolutely stunning. I saw they have black beaches there, and there was a crashed plane on the beach that was just so cool. It was a phenomenal walk. It's a few k's away from the parking area, so it's a bit of a trek, but I think Iceland is just absolutely stunning, and if anyone gets an opportunity to go, I would seriously recommend it. Anyway, now that that question is out of the way, let's go on with the video. I don't have too much to show, so what I'm going to do to try and just give this video a bit of substance is I'm going to show you some little bits and pieces. I've just been kind of editing, walls and roofs, trying to make the general area we hang out in a bit nicer. Just I kind of do these things when I'm a bit out of ideas, just to tidy things up, or not even out of ideas, just not really in the mood for working on something else. And then down here, I thought I would just quickly show you how I mine. And if anyone has any more efficient methods, I would love to hear it. I came up with this on my own, but I'm sure lots of people use it. And that is to mine a 2-high as far as you can. This has got water in it, so it's not a good example, but I'll go over here. As far as you can, and then you give it a little two brick gap, because then that way, so in this, I'll see everything here, and then here, I'll see everything here, and it's completely different to this tunnel. So you might go down this and not realize diamond is just through here. And so by doing this, you cover that. And then what I do is you go up like this, and so now this covers, and then you do that 2 over, and this covers the exact same principle, just a layer up. And then you can also go down and do the same thing. And so I've got that going around here, so it's all along there, and these things go for ages. I've also got a little farm and tree system going on down here, so I can, if I want to stay down, I don't have to keep going back up. This does not go, this is not finished, but it goes all the way. The tunnel is finished, but the minecart is not. Connects to that biome with all of the, I think it's terracotta. It's the really colourful biome that you might have seen a few episodes back. But anyway, I will go ahead and show you what I've been working on for a few days, why there hasn't been a video. And again, I am sorry. My plan was to have it done, because I had a few days of time to work, and my idea was to have it done a bit earlier, get a video out to you guys, so you had some more stuff while Destinoux was away. But it has taken me a long time, and granted, I've probably not been the most efficient. I went over to an island. I'll tell you what I've been doing. I've been terraforming an island, trying to make a kind of Game of Thrones-esque little thing out of it. And I literally just went over there with what I had. I didn't bring anything, and so I probably should have brought some iron and diamond, maybe, to make the mining a bit faster. Here we are. You'll start to see it. So it's not finished. These lines you're seeing at the moment in the middle, that is going to have stairs. I've got a bit of it finished over here. I'll show you what I want it to look like. Although now that I'm looking at it like this from the outside, that doesn't actually look too bad. I suppose I could do something with that. But over here, I've got some stairs, and so this is what I was kind of going for. The reason it took me so long is because I finished it, but it was just flat, and I thought flat was a bit bland. And so I added these extra bits onto the side of it. I'm not sure how much I like it, whether I think it's definitely better. I think I will in future. I'll add some, windows and holes into this, so it looks a bit more detailed, not as bland like a giant wall. But I don't think we've spent too much time on this island. If you go back to maybe one of the first or second episodes, you'll probably see it. We probably visited it, but it was just kind of a small, had some sand, had some dirt, and I've gone on, I've built this around the perimeter of the island, and to build it, I had to get resources, which I took from the interior of the island, which I'll show you in a second, just as I come around this corner. Here we are. Oh, and you'll notice it's still very, very much from incomplete. It's taken me a lot longer in survival to do this than I was really expecting it take. And for example, some of this bit here, this kind of curve that took me a little while just to get right. I'll show you this from the top. I thought this idea was pretty cool. I don't know what you guys think, but you can let me know. This was a wrecked ship that was already here, and I just decided to kind of mine it out. And I didn't realize the ship, I thought it would just be the front half of the ship. It's actually the full ship is in there, and I mined it out, which was really cool. I felt like an archaeologist. And so this is the hole I've kind of dug out of the thing to get all the resources. This was pretty much all stone, which has now been turned into the outer walls. And there's a creeper over there. He hasn't seen me. That's good. It's good. And this will probably be eventually this will be terraformed as well. You know, I'll replace the dirt roof with something else. I'll replace the ground with something. It'll be separated into rooms. It'll look cool. I've got a few ideas for what I want to do with the buildings I'm going to put on top of here, because as you would have seen, there were no buildings yet. This is just a bit deeper down, because I ran out of stone up here. It's a weird thing to think about, running out of stone, because it's such an abundant resource, and you just get chests full of it. I know back on the other island, there's just a double chest, if not more, full of stone. But here I actually ran out of stone. You'll notice it's all just sandstone left over, because I mined it all out. And so I went down a layer, and I mined out a bit here, and I kept... Why did I stop? Why did I stop here? I think, it's because I got to this sand, and I thought to myself, if I keep expanding, I need to go deeper, otherwise I'm going to hit the sand in the water again. So I went a little bit deeper. And then the next layer is where I stopped. I did actually, it's still not deep enough to... You'll notice there's water at the end, because I did hit the... See, at the end there's a little bit of water at the bottom, it's hard to see. I did hit the outside. It's the ocean, obviously, is very deep. And so this is not deep enough, but it was deep enough that I was getting... I needed coal. I needed lots of coal, because I had a farm going upstairs. Where back when it was just a dirt and sand island, I had lots of trees growing on it. That's how I fueled all my smelting. It's now... But then I eventually, as I was terraforming it, and I got rid of the dirt, I got rid of the area to plant trees. And I know I could have just kept a single dirt block and then grew a tree from that, but I didn't want to. I wanted this to be finished. And so, as you'll see, it is finished. But then the dilemma was I was out of coal. And the last few trees were massive. Sometimes you'll grow a tree and it won't grow into a small tree, it'll grow into a big tree. And I had a bunch of these next to each other that seemed to grow together. It looked really cool, like a forest canopy. It gave me a great idea for building a forest later on where all the giant trees create a canopy. And so that might be something you see later. But I thought because they were so big, there was so much wood, I might have enough coal to finish it. I was terribly, terribly wrong. And so I had to get coal, and that's why I started digging further down in those kind of strip mines. Instead of just that, you'll notice in that last one I just showed you, it wasn't me just excavating a big hole, but it was rather me doing the mining like I was showing you on the other island, because I needed resources, so I needed to mine efficiently and get some coal, which I was fortunate to do. I don't have any on me, but... And so I'm still working on this. Obviously I was hoping I could show you the finished products and you could see the spoils of my hard work, but as it is looking to take me a few more days, I thought I didn't want to leave you guys without anything, because Destinoux is getting back on Monday, which is hopefully when I'll have this video up. So he won't be able to record that day because he gets home late, got to travel back in from the airport, and he's got to unpack and all that stuff. It's just... So hopefully we can't record Tuesday either, but we think we can record Wednesday. So hopefully we'll be able to get a video up on Wednesday, and we'll be back to our normal schedule. It's all growing pains at the moment. It's fresh for us. We're new. We both live lifestyles that are changing quite frequently. So obviously I went to Thailand a few weeks ago. He just went to New Zealand. I had some other holidays, and I'm back at work now. So our weeks are always different. We both work casual jobs as well, and he's trying to do some acting stuff, and so we never know what our week's going to look like, but we're doing our best to try and get some videos out to you as consistently as possible. We're working and we're learning. That's an important thing. We're learning every week things we can do to make it better, make us more efficient, get out better quality videos for you. Hopefully this one will not be too bad. You'll notice that Destinoux does all of the editing, and I do mean all of it. I pretty much just play with him on the game and record my bit and send it over to him, and he does the editing. But today I get to do some editing. I've not done any editing since I had to do it for an assignment in university, and that was a shocking assignment, so I cannot guarantee too much quality for this video. Hopefully I'll figure it out. I'll do my best. I mean, as long as I can, you know, get the audio and the video to sync up, I suppose that's something. Oh, you'll notice down here too I had an idea. So I cut away up the top to have it curved, but I thought it might be cool to have this kind of like lower balcony area, so I've curved it the opposite. It's the exact opposite. You'll notice there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these bumps, and it matches down there. On the outside one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, sorry. It's gonna be real weird to explain, but it's actually the water. See how the water goes? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so it's almost a mirror of this. I hope that would look cool. I'm sure it will when I finish down there what it's supposed to look like. And I'm going to get more into it. So I'm going to, after I finish recording this, I'm going to try and edit it, get it ready to go, and I should have a bit of time left to keep going. Maybe not. We'll see. And it might be a bit different next time you see it. And yeah, oh, so the buildings too. I've had a few ideas. So this was kind of inspired by Game of Thrones. I've gone a bit of Game of Thrones mad at the moment. I watched a TV show. I started watching it just as the season 8 was coming out, and I wanted to, you know, because it was such a big show. I wanted to see that big finale. For those of you who like Game of Thrones and have watched the finale, you might be a bit disappointed, like I am. But it nonetheless had a very good first 6, if not 7 seasons. I'm a bit of a fan of the 7th season, but I understand why some people aren't. And this I kind of liked the idea that it had a port. So this has a port over here. You can only get you're only going to be able to get here from the port. Maybe you have to dock down here. Maybe I'll add some stairs over there. I think I might add some stairs. We'll see. And that could be a way up, but you won't be able to get in from the outside. It'll just be a massive wall. And then up here, there's an episode in Game of Thrones, I think it's in season 7, where Jaime and Cersei Lannister, they're in this kind of outside courtyard, and the floor is a map of Westeros, which is the land Game of Thrones is set in. And I'm thinking I might do a similar kind of courtyard with, you know, the map room. You've seen it on the other island. I might do the maps on the floor, and then so I'll build a kind of balcony that you can walk up, and then look down, and you'll see everything. And I think that'll look real cool. And then I think I'll build another courtyard somewhere, a bit of a natural courtyard. So I'll plant a tree, try and get it to grow into one of those massive trees, some flowers around it. That's kind of inspired by the prayer areas in Game of Thrones. Is one of the religions where people who pray to the old gods, they go pray to a weirwood tree, which is a white tree with a face carved into it, and it sits alone in a garden. And I thought that was a really cool thing. So I'm hoping to add that in. And then, of course, there'll be like a massive throne room. I've got an awesome idea for the floor. I'm not going to tell what it is now, but I came up with it a few weeks ago on Creative when I was just messing around. And I'm hoping it will look as cool as it does in my head. And then there'll just be a few other buildings. Like there might be, you know, a barracks. We might add another kind of wizard's tower like we have over there, but, you know, a different theme that fits in here. I don't know. And then, I've also added, this is nowhere near finished, but over here I'm building a bridge over to that smaller island, and I'm going to have that as kind of like maybe a lighthouse or something. My brother is phenomenal at redstone builds, and I'm not very smart. I don't, like, I'm at Minecraft. I've never really delved into redstone. I once, ages ago, built an elevator, and I was really proud of that. It uses, you know how when lava and water meet, not when they make obsidian, but when they make cobblestone, I used that mechanism to make an elevator. and I was real proud of that. But that's the most I've ever done. But he's got these insane buildings where he's even managed to build a kind of a lighthouse-esque mechanism. And so I might talk to him about getting that into it if I build a lighthouse, but we will see. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave the video here. I hope it's been entertaining enough with just my voice. I hope the editing comes out alright. Again, I'm sorry if it does not. And the next video you hear my voice in will probably be one with Destinoux again. If you have anything you want to say to us, feel free to leave it in the comments. We read everyone. We try to comment to everyone. We love it. We love the feedback. We love the suggestions. We love the support. It means so much to us that you guys are watching it and enjoying it, and you know, watching all the new ones too. Like, there's been a few people who just keep commenting, and if they've watched a few videos going along, and that means a lot that the content is interesting enough for you to stick around. And we love that. We love having you as part of our family. And yeah, so you know, typical video end. Feel free to share it around, tell people, give it a like, give us a subscribe, whatever you feel like doing. It's all appreciated. Just giving us the view, giving us that bit of support, that's enough. Thanks, guys. You have a good day.